Good morning, or maybe good afternoon, or wherever you are. Hello. I'm going to share with you what I did for my journaling routine today. Some days it's different than others. Today was pretty consistent with how it normally is, except I get a refeed meal today. And on refeed meal days, I like to set commitments or intentions for that meal because I notice that I feel differently when I've done that than on the days where I don't. And I believe this is because I'm intentional with every meal that I eat on a normal basis, that it's important that I bring that same energy and same commitment to my body, loving my body, nourishing my body, taking care of my body for refeeds as well. And for some people, they call them cheat meals, free meals. They are I don't know what people call them, but that's some of the ones that first come to mind. Um, Cheat meals, refeed meals, free meals, that's pretty common. So I decided to journal about it today, and I want to share with you some of those things that I wrote. Although I realize I can't flip the camera around when I'm using this. So I'll just share with you my journaling routine that I did for today, and then you can maybe use it for yourself and how I'm approaching the refeed. So I always start by acknowledging things that I love about my body that have nothing to do with the shape. I shouldn't say always, but I like to start most days off with things that I love about my body for how she shows up and serves me. So, for example, one today was I love my body for showing up for me unconditionally. Um, and then I write down what I'm looking forward to for the day. This was something I started implementing probably maybe a year and a half or 2 years ago now. It's made a huge difference with just the passion and the purpose. Like, I love to wake up with that, but writing down something I'm looking forward to today also just gets me excited, has something I literally look forward to, and it gets me in a different headspace and energy as I'm approaching things. And then I did a bunch of gratitude. So I always write my gratitude statements as I am super happy and grateful for, or I am happy and grateful for, or I am so filled with joy knowing that XYZ. So it's I am statements that embody gratitude and usually are really descriptive, or they're really short and sweet and to the point. So it just depends on where I'm at and how deeply I'm connecting to that gratitude just from the simplicity, or if I find that in order to evoke that emotion, I bring it out. Now, to get to the part you're probably really excited about hearing. For today, my intentions were around the refeed. And so some of what I wrote down that I think could benefit maybe you who's watching is I make choices out of love and honor my body and how she feels as I savor the meal and provide more nourishment to myself. And the reason I'm sharing these, the reason why I journal about this is because I think it's important to become just self aware and to have those intentions going into things that maybe give you anxiety or maybe aren't normal, maybe take you out of your routine. And for me, the refeed meal, I only get one a week right now, and I've been on a like a reverse plan slash limbo stage because of this whole virus thing. And so I've been really, really good about my reverse. And anyway, the refeed meal is something that sometimes in the past what's happened is it's been like, oh, I'll just grab a little bit of this here and a little bit of this there throughout the day. And that's not from an intentional or loving or committed place. That's from a place of scarcity, a place of fixation, a place of, oh, I can't have this again, restriction. And I don't like that. I don't like the way that feels. It's very reminiscent of disordered eating thoughts and behaviors I've had in the past. And so that's why I become very intentional, just so that I feel like I'm really giving my body what she needs. And then I write down, I have it sitting down, and after like cooking it or baking it, and I'm intentional and conscious of each decision I make and each choice that I make. The reason for that is so that I'm not doing the whole, oh, I'm going to grab this and this and this all day. No, 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 no. That's not important. That's not what's going to make my body feel good. And I know that because I have evidence that doesn't make my body feel good. This doesn't have anything to do with I'm going to gain all this excess weight, my body's going to change shape and size. It's not about that so much as it is about how I'm going to feel and my commitments to myself and my goals as an athlete and the way that I want to show up for myself and my goals. Another thing I wrote down, I should say, is I use this time to connect with myself and tune into my body. And then the last thing I wrote is more of a physical commitment, which is I drink half of a gallon, or I've drunk half of a gallon of water beforehand, at least. And I've had 1 to 2 meals. I say 1 to 2. Technically, I'm going to aim for 2 today, but it's my refeed meal is meant to be after my workout. But what I notice, and I teach this to my clients, is that obviously our hunger levels influence how much we want to eat. So if I want to bake it or cook it, I know I'm going to be hungry during that process because it'll be after my workout. So in which case I give myself the grace and I say, well, I'll just have my meal 1 or my meal 2 that my coach has given me while I'm cooking and baking it. And that way I'm not, gorging myself on the food when it comes time to actually enjoy the meal. So I like to make sure that refeed meals aren't like some crazy outlandish thing that's so different than every other meal, but I also like to make sure that it is intentional and it is something I can enjoy and it is a little different than other meals in the sense that obviously it's a refeed meal. It's usually consistent of things off the plan, so it's important to be that much more connected, but also really savor it and enjoy it and treat it like it's what it's meant to do, which is refuel the body. So I hope you found that helpful. I look forward to hearing from you. And if you're going to start setting intentions, hopefully before any meal or, really bringing yourself to the present moment, but especially on refeed meal days, if you feel that way or you want to make those commitments to yourself, I thought that might be helpful to share with you. So I hope that you can share that with a friend or a teammate. And of course, if you are struggling with your relationship with food or you want some more action steps around this, or maybe you have a lot of anxiety about refeed meals, definitely reach out to me. I love to help women to build more than just a body, and essentially what I focus on is helping girls to make peace with food, their body, and their goals. And I use my PTG process to do so. I believe in intentions. I believe in becoming aware. I believe in nourishing your body. I believe in making conscious choices for yourself. And so I love to provide my girls with action steps for that, but also really dig into their unique relationship with food and make sure that we can come up with ways to mend that, heal it, understand it, and bring it to the ideal place where we want it to be. So if you're inspired to work with me, definitely just reach out, send me a DM. Or you can visit my website, www.celestial.fit, and you can see more about that there. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon.